Hello, as usual, it's me, Pavlo, and as usual, today we'll be talking about yet another interesting audio device, and it will be FiiO BTR15. I don't remember actually. Oh, I do remember last version of BTR5 was released in 2021. It was called BTR5 2021, and for 2 years it was really popular Bluetooth receiver slash digital to analog converter. And now FiiO released a new upgraded version where they gathered feedback from the users of the BTR5 and implemented some nice and useful features. I will show them to you, but in short, they simplified usage of this device as digital to analog converter, addressed those who do care about the battery lifetime, and also they improved chips to recent versions as digital to analog converter here used 29219 QM or something like that, and also here used recent versions of Qualcomm chip for Bluetooth and XMOS for the USB audio interface. Also you'll get here a bigger screen, like bigger, it's still less than 1 inch in diagonal, but pretty sufficient for such a device. They revamped design a little bit. There are two versions available, black and blue one, and surprisingly they lower price a little bit. If I remember right, BTR5 was $120. For this one, recommended price is $110. So really interesting device, promising lot of value. Let's have a closer look. So let's do a quick unboxing and see what we're getting in this box and how BTR15 looks. So it came in this nicely looking cardboard box, new FiiO's design. On the top there is a quick start manual in many languages based on its thickness. Device itself, also actually warranty card in its own separate cardboard box, and set of more useful accessories. So you'll get short USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable and Type-C to Type-A adapter. And also this thing familiar to many BTR users, it's that half case with clip. And here is the device itself. Let's see how fancy it looks. It's really compact, nice, lightweight, fitting great into that small pocket on your jeans made of metal. There are two versions, black and dark blue one, and that curved glass on the front and on the back just look really great. It gathers some fingerprints, but they are easy to wipe. But be careful, try not to drop it on the floor. So here is USB Type-C. It's used for charging, and also it can be used to use it as digital to analog converter. So it's like compact, small, portable dongle. Speaking for charging, it takes about 1 hour, and from one charge it works from 6 to 8 hours, depending on the codec and gain selected. What is really great and what is a really new thing FiiO came out with is this little toggle. Not sure will it show it or not, but it's three-positional toggle. Bottom position it's phone. In this mode it works from internal battery and not getting charged from your phone, so it's just portable dongle with own battery. Middle position it's Bluetooth, and in this mode it will charge from this USB Type-C when power is available, because it's why not. And last mode, it's called PC, but actually it's any desktop computer, laptop, or for example gaming console. In this mode it doesn't use internal battery and works directly from the USB current, preserving your battery. Then we have two positional buttons for volume control and also one button to use as play pause, and one universal button to work as on off, menu and menu. And also this tiny hole is omnidirectional microphone. It's pretty good in terms of background noise removal in microphone, but not great. But if you move this closer to your mouth, it will be pretty decent. And also balanced output, it's 340 milliwatts if I remember right, and single-ended output something about 145 or something like that. Really nice, really looks great, feels also really great. So let's turn it on. There is a small screen, a bit less than 1 inch, and it shows that it's in the PC mode, and also volume. You can see number of volume here, and also it represented here. Then gain is high and battery status. But for now, let's switch it to Bluetooth. Long press of this button open menu, and even longer press will shut it down. But luckily FiiO selected pretty noticeable delay, so you unlikely turn it off accidentally. So first item in the menu, it's charge protection. If you activate this mode, it will charge battery only to 80%, so less work time, but battery will live longer. Sorry, let's go back to the menu. Then gain, high and low filter, two digital filters for DAC you can select here. Equalizer, few presets and 3 user modes. We'll show it to you when we'll speak about companion app in the next part. Car mode, it's basically when there is USB power, it will turn on, and without USB power it will turn off. First usage of this function is in the car. You connect it to car charger, and when engine starts it will receive power and will turn on, and when engine stops it shuts down. But you can use it in many other scenarios. If I got it right, it will work, for example, with desktop PC. Then USB audio version, if it's 1.0, it will be compatible with wider range of devices like Nintendo Switch, other gaming consoles. In USB 2.0 mode, it will support high resolution, DSD, and even MQA. I understand that MQA is like no one needed now, but probably FiiO paid for this feature long ago, so it will be more usable now. Interesting. Under some angles there is flickering, under other angles there is no flickering. In real life it doesn't flicker, of course. Then dimmer, it's display brightness, language, English, Chinese, reset, version, and technical contact information. So that's it, and now let's see what we got in the companion app. So here how it looks in FiiO control application. As usual, we can see the photo of the device, its name and current charge, and that it's connected via LDAC. Here we can set custom device name, update firmware. I recently upgraded to 2.2, it's the most recent one, and it brings a bunch of useful features. Clear pairings, restore to default settings, and shut down device. All you can make from there. Also you can select what Bluetooth codecs you like to use and limit some of them. Also you can select hold volume buttons to switch tracks, double click volume buttons to switch tracks, so which option suit you more. Then menu operation, double click the power button and press and hold power button for 1 second. You have different options. Wake screen, you can select by any button, or if you, for example, store it where some buttons can be accidentally clicked, you can limit it to the power button only, which will be better. Then equalizer, you can select up to 3 your own presets, and also it supports custom settings, which is basically almost parametric equalizer. It's not fully parametric equalizer because it supports only peak filter and no shelf filters, but to be honest, for me it's more than enough, and I actually really rarely use equalizer at all. So confirm, go back. I don't need equalizer, but you can select some settings or something like that, and that's it. audio. Here you can limit volume if you want to protect hearing, for example. Select Bluetooth volume and the volume on call. So as you can see, two different settings. And also with new firmware, volume will be different in these three different modes, which is pretty good. You can select channel balance. You can activate usage of both digital to analog converters for single-ended output. That will improve sound a little bit, but in the balanced mode, both digital to analog converter chips work simultaneously. Then you can select distortion compensation, so you can see that it does something with harmonics. And second and third harmonic compensations, it was a feature that was present in the previous versions of FiiO Bluetooth receivers, and second harmonic for me changes a bit emotional representation of the sound, but definitely experiment yourself to find out which one suits you better. And as usual, here is a guide in English if you need to see some functions, how do they work. So let's talk briefly about the sound. First of all, I must admit that it holds connection pretty well, at least in my apartment and on the street. There are some hiccups when you enter some area with a lot of Wi-Fi networks, but not more than that. And also I really like that with Bluetooth LDAC codec or AAC, when it's set up properly on the device, on the transport, it gives a really decent result. Of course, you still lose a bit of extension on both ends, slightly lose resolution and stage, but still results are pretty good. And to be honest, Bluetooth technologies nowadays are pretty decent if you don't go deep into the audiophilia, and I don't suggest you doing so. So bass is nice, well controlled. There is a bit of added weight to make things more fun, but it's not much. Nice punches, good control. Of course, depth is a bit limited due to Bluetooth codec, but with USB it goes to maximum depth and shows nice control. Of course, it lacks a bit of detail saturation, tiniest details, but anyway, instrument sounds pretty natural and really well sized, thanks to the balanced low frequencies, and it has a bit of added weight for modern genres that relies on the bass weight. And here is an example, Gougartown by Abrams. Really good acoustic bass with nice body and a nice sense of presence here. Mid frequencies are almost natural, not super focused on the micro contrast, actually not focused at micro contrast at all, because making Bluetooth receivers that is focused on the micro contrast is pretty dumb. You will hear just artifacts of Bluetooth compression. But anyway, resolution is normal, you won't lose any details in your music, pretty decent dynamics, not as good as, for example, Q15 or something like that, but pretty okay. So, not super critical for the quality of records, but still better material is required. Pretty spacious imaginary stage, not super huge, but with nice size, both in width and in depth. And the vocalist is a bit highlighted on the stage. Sometimes vocal sounds move a bit forward. Nice weight distribution, really good male and female vocals and instruments. Of course, for this size and price. So let's don't forget that there could be better sound, including different FiiO models. And here is an example. It's Dan Swanö. I hope his surname is Swanö. Really great 1998 album that mixes pretty brutal metal with great keyboards, and the track Add Reality. So we've got nice growling vocal with really pleasant sound, not as much as growling vocal can be. Great superb keyboard parts and nice guitar work, and all that requires nice definition and resolution on the mid frequencies, which this device delivers well. Treble, of course, is slightly above average in terms of extension, and that's all, and mainly focused on the basic overtones. It's nicely balanced, not softened, not over sharpened, so pretty natural with some simplification due to Bluetooth codecs.
With USB connection you'll just get a nice linear treble with perfect distribution of energy and good basic overtones. No rich layering or something like that, but still sounds pretty good. And example, it's Careless Whisper by George Michael. So great track, great vocal with lot of overtones going to the high frequencies, pleasant sound, nice accompaniment, and all of that recorded pretty nicely, goes to the treble area and played pretty well by this tiny device. Speaking about pairings, actually it has nice good black background that I really like, and from the balanced output it has a pretty decent amount of power. I even tried with FiiO's FT5 planars and it was a pretty pleasant pairing. Of course not great, but pretty nice. So it can drive full-size headphones, of course not the power-hungry ones, and vast majority of in-ear monitors, so that's it. And it's preferably to use it from the balanced output or activate dual deck mode for single-ended output, because in single deck you'll get a bit smaller stage and a bit less three-dimensional representation. Speaking about the comparisons, it's definitely overperform BTR5, it's like new step, and BTR7 is still slightly better because of better amplification, so it shows better control and more details and more technicalities, but actually this is much closer to BTR7 than BTR5 2021. And also I really think that FiiO will release BTR17 in some foreseeable future. It would be logical for them to do that, at least I think. And what we also have, QDLX 5K. QDLX 5K sounds for me a bit more monitoring and a bit more focused on the emotions. If you if you need full-featured parametric equalizer or some software additional tweaks, integration with equalizer database, you can look at QDLX. But in general, as a consumer device, I prefer BTR15 more. It looks better. It's much more convenient in terms of having its own screen, and it's also sound a bit more balanced to my ears. So that was FiiO BTR15, great upgrade for the popular model. So I think I'm really waiting for the BTR17. It's not yet announced, but we'll see. Thank you for listening, thank you for your attention, and of course have a great day.